What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be reacting to House of the Dragon Season 2 Episode 2, which also they're not giving us a title for some reason. I think they, I think they do that to try to like avoid giving anything big away, because a lot of shows nowadays do that where they won't even give you like an episode title until after the fact. But I really enjoyed last week's episode, and I know you did too, right? But the thing is, I was online. A lot of people did not like it, specifically book readers.
I think so. It was a build-up. A lot of people thought it was going to be bigger than the Red Wedding, but it came to.
Well, yeah, I mean, I heard, like, I don't want to know any book spoilers. I always say I don't want to know anything, but you know how how the internet is. So someone did say what actually happened in the books, and I did read part of that, and I was like, it does sound better than what we got in the show, but I also don't really care because I really did enjoy the scene they did give us. I thought it was really terrifying. I thought it was really haunting. So
the build-up was made really well.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it because obviously I haven't read the source material, so I can't, but I can understand book readers not being happy with it. But other than that, I'm looking forward to this. Let's just jump right into it. If you want to see the full uncut reaction, that'll be my Patreon. Link to that will be in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's watch. Also, yeah, the 8 and 10 thing, we messed it up last episode. Just don't
sorry.
even like.
I'm ESL. It's not an excuse, but like looking back, I was with him and I was watching it back, and I was like,
it's like I knew they were twins, but I just, because I heard that, I was like, maybe they're not.
Okay,
but
to be fair, if it was 10 and 8, I would be like, yeah, 18. But because it was 8 and 10,
I don't know.
like even in Spanish, you do 10 and 8, so I don't know.
I wasn't used to the Game of Thrones lingo, at least at this point. I think we'll get back into it soon, though.
Are they rounding up all the staff?
I guess. They're not going to find out who did it. It's probably going to be a whole mystery for a while for them. Oh, shit.
See, I heard people say it was going to be set, but I feel like this is more about it being against him more than the act itself.
I'm sure he did. I mean, we didn't really see enough of it to know for sure how he felt about his kids, but
yeah. I'm sure anyone's going to be upset their child died, obviously.
He declares war. I feel like it's been declared.
Well, no, wasn't his mom, Allison, still on the side about we don't need war kind of thing?
Some good violin. Is he trying to be a detective?
Well, they stole the little pieces from his thing, remember? They had little gold coins with each of the houses on them.
So he knew that someone was in here.
Well, there was that housemaid that was in there as well.
Yeah.
The one that looked like Emma Stone.
Oh, the music.
It is really good.
The search progresses.
Yeah, the housemaid, yeah, you're right. That she did see them. I'm sure she'll say something.
I knew Allison was going to be the one that was most distraught by all of this.
Oh, I'm stupid. Helena saw them too. What am I talking about? She was right there. So she knows the faces of who did it. Yeah.
Sometimes with like really traumatic events like that, you don't put all the pieces together though.
Yeah, yeah.
But what have you done to Micah?
Yes. And they will pay for this.
Who will pay?
Whosever hand did this or caused it to be done.
And what if the hand that's done it is not who must be blamed? The gods punish us. They punish me.
For what sin?
Her guilt was like eating her up.
We will mourn as we must, but some good may yet come of this.
My son is heir to the Iron Throne! And where were you? The Lord Commander of my King's Guard.
I was abed, your grace, having ordered the night's watch.
A bed.
Who's bed?
Instead of safeguarding the sanctity of my family.
Did he like most of the Kingsguard or like weren't there? There was like nobody on watch.
I read that apparently he like would let them go like off so he could be with Allison, because otherwise it'd be like, why are you in her room kind of thing.
The smug of Dragonstone. There she sits across the bay on her rock, laughing at me. She's fucking laughing at me!
I don't think she's laughing, to be honest.
See, I told you he'd be more upset about the act itself than like what happened.
The guard has detained someone.
Yeah.
The man we apprehended is known to us.
Did they actually?
Cloak,
It's blood, right?
fleeing the gate of the gods with the child's head.
Oh shit, yeah, it is blood then, yeah.
Ooh.
I'll kill him myself.
We do well to get what information we can from the blackguard.
In one sense, we must determine what happened, and if we and the keep are still in peril, in another sense, of course, it doesn't matter.
You mean to blame Rhaenyra? Tell the realm she has done this.
I'll have the realm told nothing. We were assaulted.
That sounds like propaganda.
I will not be seen as
Weak! You're already seen as weak, Aegon.
I guess maybe the realm doesn't know that Rhaenyra's son was killed anyways, right?
Yeah.
They whisper in the streets. They say perhaps Rhaenyra should be queen.
And so you would name her Monster, Slayer of Infants.
I would do more than that. A funeral progress. Let them see the child. Let them look upon
The body? Ah, that's a bit much.
That sounds so painful for the family to go through.
I will not have my little son's body dragged through the street like a dead dog.
Not dragged, honored!
Nah, I feel for Aegon right now. I can't not. Like, it's...
Let no one say I do not grieve. Jaehaerys was my grandson. I loved him. I will not have him die in vain. You will have your war, your grace, but if you wait a short time, you may yet double your strength.
The best acting I've seen from him.
From
two
Otto?
seasons.
Or from
No.
Aegon?
Mm-hmm. Otto's always good, but
Oh, yeah.
I guess we always just get the careless side of him, so
Yeah.
seeing him distraught.
A blow to the king is a blow to the realm. When the people share our grief, they draw closer to us.
But I don't want them closer. I don't know them.
Sometimes we have to pretend.
Why?
We are representatives of the throne. We have a duty. Helena, what you saw last night when you came to my room.
This is for my boy.
She's not wasting any time.
Yeah. Is the casket at least closed?
I feel like I thought he said open casket to like make it more impactful.
Yeah, they did get him.
I was hired by Daemon Targaryen.
Oh, you didn't even have the torch. He's just speaking out loud.
I think they're still gonna kill him. Oh, they stitched it back?
Could you even see it from far away though? Like the people in the streets?
I don't know. I mean, I guess he's a bit high up. Yeah, they're gonna get a lot of supporters. I don't think most people care about like the very specific, like who's the actual rightful heir and stuff. Like I think most people probably just look at it as who is appearing to be a more powerful.
politics,
Yeah,
but-
yeah. So I don't. This is gonna get a lot of them on their side for sure. Oh, is he just gonna do it? Damn. Oh, I kind of wanted to see it though. Kinslayer, interesting. It's very similar to Kingslayer.
Kin means child, right?
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, next of kin.
I love the way they show her noticing like the details of the people like sympathizing for her.
Yeah.
Oh my god, please don't tell me he's gonna fall. Or are all the people gonna come and help? She's already super socially anxious as it is.
Yeah, she's not liking this. Oh, please
no.
don't fall. That's a really well directed
It
scene.
is yet unclear how the keep itself was breached. The boy's head was severed from his body.
Did I not say Rhaenyra was not gonna be happy?
Yeah, I mean, of course she wouldn't.
We must send our own messages, denying this vile allegation.
I will do so at once.
She better not defend Daemon if she finds out Daemon's the one who ordered it.
I don't know. I feel like she keeps the relationship separate sometimes from her own politics.
It must be said that the damage to our position is immeasurable. At a time when we most need loyalty to our cause.
But it's a lie.
The little...
The death of Prince Lucerys was a shock and an insult. A mother so aggrieved might naturally seek relief and retribution.
Are you suggesting, Sir Alfred, that my grief drove me to order the decapitation of a child?
I merely thought, perhaps, an action taken in haste.
Mind yourself. Did you send assassins to murder
Yeah.
children in their beds?
I sent the Queen's vengeance.
She knows.
What did you say to him?
I was clear in my instructions. Aemond, the brother of Aegon the Usurper. I cannot be responsible.
Cannot be responsible.
Nah, he's definitely responsible. But yeah, like I said, he obviously didn't want that. But I guess he's not mad that it happened either.
They did not concern in any way that of a little child.
You said that it was your aim to spill Hightower blood. And if not Aemond, then anyone would do.
No.
They cut off the conversation last episode after they asked what if Aemond isn't there. So we didn't actually see what he said. I think he smiled, but he didn't actually like say what they should do if Aemond's not there.
Do you accept me as your queen and ruler? Or do you cling even now to what you think you lost?
What I think I lost.
You did not lose it, you gave it away. Because you thought ever and only of your own glory, and not of my father in his grief.
Your father
who
was a
needed
coward
you.
who knew I was the stronger son, that I was the leader of men, and he was afraid to be seen in my shadow.
Is that what you understand of your own brother?
Oh, you know him better than I do.
I think his devotion to her is a mixture of both. I think he does heavily believe in her.
Because you knew your legacy, unlike mine, would never outshine his own.
He was not afraid of you. He could not trust you.
That is the best way to put it, actually.
You struck down a child.
It was a mistake.
A pretty big mistake.
He did use the phrase son for a son, right?
Yeah.
That's where the title and everything came from the last
I mean, it is his fault fully, but like...
Yeah.
Also, I guess you would also have to add blood and cheese to being a fault as well. But, you know, he's the one who directed it, so...
I don't know, the way people were explaining the books and like the background of it, everyone kept saying that it was always meant to be that. It was always meant to be just killing someone.
Yeah, I mean, the way they made it in the show, at least, it sounded like he was very clear about Aemon, but then he was just kind of like whatever about...
We're finally seeing her.
You know, didn't even acknowledge her.
Where is he going? I wonder how he's gonna comfort her. Or if he's going to.
Damn. Don't tell me he has any blame.
No.
Like, you can't blame her. What, she didn't do anything.
But even as, not even as his wife, but like as his sister, like any kind of sympathy towards her.
Have you told anyone?
Why would he do that?
What do you take me for?
One who seeks absolution.
There is none for what I've done.
Yeah, he feels guilt for it because he wasn't on his watch.
He's a very hard character to read. A lot of people immediately hate him because he doesn't have as redeemable qualities as Alicent, but...
I think he's just, honestly, he's just one of those, you know, dudes who just got rejected by, well, in this case, Rhaenyra, and then he just got so...
cinnamon and oranges with me, Rhaenyra.
He just got so salty about it and then just dedicates his whole life to just being salty.
I get that. I meant more his affection or relationship with Alicent, if it's more of like a duty thing, or if he cares for her.
I think it's just a horny thing, I'm not gonna lie. No, there's more to it than that.
He did plead a life of, what is the word? Abstinence?
What the fuck is she doing? She better not be trying to do what I think she's trying to do.
I don't think so.
No, because she's just... No, okay, it was one of those things. All right.
I've seen that scene in a lot of different film and TV.
They're just trying to... It's just, well, it was directed in a way where it felt, you know...
What is this?
Dirt?
The procession was muddy. I'll replace it hence. Do it now. The white cloak is a symbol of our purity.
He's gonna talk about purity?
Will you so easily sully our ancient honor?
I think he's projecting.
Where were you when Jaehaerys was murdered?
Oh, come on.
I think he's talking to himself in his head, but he's taking it out on someone else.
And you were not in the private quarters where you might have prevented the crime.
But isn't his job to be with King Aegon?
Well, if you thought to go upstairs, where were you? Lord Commander.
Oh.
And why has Rhaenyra the Queen been granted no swamp protector? Surely once she ascended, she should have... Oh, brother!
Is a thief and a traitor to the crown.
You well know how it pays me.
How are we to know that you do not secretly share his sentence?
I denounced him before the king. You have brought disgrace upon our ranks.
And now you must restore it.
How am I to do that?
I can't even predict what he's about to do.
You will go to Dragonstone and strike down Rhaenyra in her own...
What?
Oh my god. This is a terrible game of chess they're all playing.
We will pay the princess back in her own bloody coin.
Chess is supposed to be subtle, though. They're just going in there and trying to kill each other.
It's checkers.
The castle is defended against all enemies, now especially.
What do they want him to go undercover? I feel like...
there at the pleasure of the so-called queen. They will take the fame if you play the part.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they do look nearly identical.
Little evil twin action. It's interesting. Maybe not very smart. But
yeah, it's interesting. It's honestly not a bad plan. It's just kind of evil. But like, if we're talking just like logically, I mean, yeah, he could do that.
But has he been to Dragonstone? Like, does he know his way around? Like, I guess the logistical details of it are...
What?
As you command. My lord.
You missed supper.
I wasn't hungry.
They're betrothed to each other, right?
Yeah. And her sister was to Lucerys, right?
Yeah. I heard that a lot of reasons why he could have prevented his death is if he agreed to marry someone else, but he would not.
What do you remember of my uncle?
He taught us to catch fish and sing sailors' shanties.
And Sahara strong?
No subtlety.
He was gentle.
I like how he's not denying it though. He's very honest and cares for her.
I do wonder if Rhaenyra will ever return, because he went off.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
In truth, I am proud that he considers me such a foe, and that he seeks to murder me in my bed.
That's not really why.
It's just clear-cut revenge. It's not...
Yeah.
I think this is just his mommy issues and...
Maybe.
Full thing, considering it's an older woman too.
I do regret that business with Luke. I lost my temper that day. I am sorry for it.
Who are they?
I don't know.
The markets have been running low since the blockade.
Surely the city cannot yet be short of food.
I think not, but people are afraid. Those with means are hoarding everything they can.
The selfishness of people.
I cannot blame anyone for doing what I myself would do if I could.
I don't think you let children go hungry while you filled your own cellars.
That's interesting. These are just like civilians just living in the King's Landing.
They're showing the aftermath of it all. We didn't really get this in Game of Thrones. How the regular common people were affected by the royals.
Yeah. Bless you.
I too have felt the crown pass over me. It is a hard thing to accept. And now Viserys is dead and all claims are in doubt.
You don't think Daemon will challenge her?
Not as such.
Yeah, he'll try to take over the position in a different way.
I think he'll challenge her, definitely.
But not like directly, though, is what I mean. He's not going to try to take the crown from her. He's just going to try to take all the choices and decision-making away.
Kind of like piggyback.
Like Tywin with Joffrey, but, you know, a different way, obviously, but same concept.
We will not let the queen falter.
I like seeing their intimacy.
Yeah.
I gave Daemon 2 names. That is the extent of it, and I did not wish to do that much. He said it was the price of my freedom. Does he say otherwise?
He's gone.
He does do that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a runner. Look at that stare.
Kill the ex-girlfriend.
He said he would marry you. He said you carried his child.
Not everyone found the jest funny.
Oh yeah, they lied about that, yeah.
You trade in the secrets of the Red Keep. Your web runs unseen through King's Landing. And now, when my enemy coils himself to strike at me...
I can do nothing now but ask you to honor your husband's words.
It would not serve me to set you free. At best, I lose an asset. At worst, you betray me in some foul way.
I have no interest in betraying you, Your Grace. I was brought to Westeros with nothing. I toiled in service, I stole, and I listened. I collected confidences. I made myself valuable to powerful men. Bit by bit, I earned my living, a home. Then they set it all aflame.
Who did?
The High Towers, I can only assume.
That was Lara Strong, right?
I think so.
Did that in season 1. Damn! Oh shit. What are they?
Maybe all the rat catchers?
Oh, maybe.
Who are they?
Rat catchers.
Yup.
The dog!
Oh no, this oh, it's so fucked up. Cause yeah, they probably all most of them had dogs, right?
Oh, I meant his dog.
It probably is his dog. Yeah, okay, yeah. It literally is his dog. Aw, even though his owner was terrible to him, but
dogs don't care, and that's the worst
they don't know, yeah.
What have you done?
Yeah, you didn't have to kill all of them.
Well, I think.
Oh, they didn't know
I think
the specific.
Blood said rat catcher.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs.
I had them hanged.
Oh.
The maggot who took my son confessed to an accomplice. He could not say for certain which man it was, so...
Idiot!
Beware how you speak to your king, my lord.
The king is my grandson, and my grandson is a fool. He's worse than a fool. He's murdered innocent men.
Yeah, Arnold doesn't care that innocent men were killed. He cares that it makes him look bad.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, that was a fucked up move.
Self-indulgent.
At least I did something. I have not answered injury to the crown with...
Sometimes doing nothing's better, to be honest.
He took the easy way out.
We must act. Sir Criston Cole has acted.
About sending Eric to...
Evil twin.
I'm surprised he told someone.
I feel like he had to, right?
And
You can't really do stuff without the king's back, behind the king's back.
Yeah, but
Kristen Cole done?
You sent Sir Eric to slay Rhaenyra.
It sounds so silly.
He's pretending to be his own twin. Brilliant.
Gods help us all.
It's time the bitch queen paid a price.
Oh, come on.
You never think of your father.
My father is dead.
And we are the poorer for it. He was right about you.
He made me king.
Is that what you think?
oh shit, he never trusted Alicent's
Remove your badge.
like I guess intuition of assuming that he was talking about Aegon.
Well, even Aemon last episode talked about his mom and grandfather usurping the throne.
Take it off.
Dude, he's lost a hand position too many times.
Well, I understand why, because he doesn't respect him because of the family
Oh yeah,
connection,
no, yeah,
so
it
it's-
makes sense. But he also Aegon did a fucked up thing, and stupid thing, not just
It is
fucked up.
stupid.
You think yourself clever, but without a strong hand at your side.
Oh.
Not
no. Oh, come on.
Your Grace. You have proven yourself of more worth than 100 old men.
Is a member of the Kingsguard allowed to be
I was gonna
hand?
say, he's also like his stepdaddy, so.
Sir Eric, Miss Arya will be leaving us. Let her collect her things, then have someone take her down and secure her berth on the Corwin.
Yeah, I feel like Rhaenyra's got the best moral compass out of any of the characters here.
She's very mature too, which shows.
Yeah.
I feel like she's not gonna have a happy ending though. Oh, she's seeing him go in?
Oh, yeah. Is she gonna do something about it?
Please do. Rhaenyra was so kind to you.
A moment.
Well, she knows a lot of inside knowledge, so I'm sure she probably does know that the twin is with the High Towers. Yeah, they do look identical. I can't tell them apart. So, honestly, in that scene just prior, I wasn't too sure.
wasn't
Maybe
even thinking
he
about
snuck
that
in
part,
already.
yeah.
We just didn't see.
I thought you were within.
Sorry, lack of vigilance.
He speaks different though.
Yeah, most of them aren't gonna notice though. Oh shit.
My thing is, what if he runs into his twin with other guards there? He's not gonna be able to take down everyone.
Yeah.
Ben's just so sloppy.
Oh, this is like paralleling last episode. I don't think he's gonna actually end up killing anyone.
His brother?
Yeah. Oh shit. My spider sense is tingling.
Twin sense.
Oh shit.
No, they look a little different.
They look different enough to the point where someone who's close will notice, but the average person's not gonna notice. Would Rhaenyra notice though? I think I'm still saying her name wrong.
Rhaenyra, that's how Damon said it. She's like, stop walking! She's angsty. I feel like she knows some... Oh.
I mean, obviously he's not gonna
She's
kill
not
her.
gonna die. I'm just like waiting for the...
Oh, we were just gonna pull it out like that?
I had no choice.
Someone's coming in for the save. Oh shit!
Do not do this. I beg you.
Oh, we're gonna get a little twin fight. One of them's getting their head sliced off.
At least one person's dying, but...
Oh! I can barely tell them apart.
I know, I'm like, who's winning? They need to have like those colored bands on their arms. Oh. But how is he gonna know who it is?
He won't be able to tell that. Oh, that's someone.
Which is Eric?
He doesn't fucking know. He can't help.
You party knows! But I still love you, brother.
Oh, shit! Yeah, he's done for.
I think that was Eric who died.
Eric.
Forgive me.
Oh, it was. the fuck?
You know as well as I do that Aegon must be kept in check, as does Sir Criston, the two of them together.
Sir Criston is not temperate, but his devotion cannot be questioned.
Wow.
I have sinned.
In regard to what?
Kristen,
Kristen?
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah. You can tell like the guilt's like eating her alive, but he doesn't even want to know. Well, she has no one to confide in. She has no friends. She's about to have no family.
I think Loras would love to talk to her though.
She doesn't even trust him though.
Oh yeah, no, I was joking.
I know.
I think he cared more for Jaharis than we realized. I'm not gonna lie.
I think so too. I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think she looks to him for comfort more than anything. Oh. Is this always their foreplay?
I knew it was gonna turn into that.
Me too.
You know, it always happens. They start slapping each other, and the next thing you know, they're doing it.
Why do they always have to end it with them sealing the deed?
Yeah, we're not gonna watch the next time on segment thingy.
No,
I
I
don't know.
prefer not to, honestly, because a
there's no
lot of
point.
what I've heard people talking about, it gave away a lot of this episode. So
Yeah, I
I
don't-
always like to be
I don't
surprised.
like watching those.
Back to what I was saying before, though, I kind of think it was Eric.
Honestly, the difference between their
And
name,
Eric
I don't even
with the
know, to be
A
honest.
is the one who was with Team Green.
Okay, so that's the one with.
And then
Okay, all
I
right.
think Eric with an E is the one who was pleads for the
Okay.
Targaryens. I think he couldn't live with killing his brother.
Yeah, that's
which
what I thought it was in
so
the
he
moment
said,
too.
So he said, "Forgive me," and then he laid himself on the sword. Because if it was Eric, wouldn't he still try to kill her?
Well, okay, so I was conflicted in the moment because at first I thought, because he wasn't immediately trying to do anything, I did think it was the one with the high towers. But the second he was about to kill himself, I thought, no. Honestly, I went back and forth 4 times.
Do you want to watch the scene again?
You know, honestly, we could, but it was one of those things where it's like, I mean, we're not going to show a whole scene because I mean, we could look back and play like
On
that,
our own, yeah.
that game of
It's
keeping
just,
track of them. But no, I do think you're right though, because otherwise, I don't. He seemed so distraught and like he's so. What's the word?
Distraught?
No, I'm looking for a different word. Like taken aback by it. Like he wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting his own brother to come there and do that right now.
Forgive me.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have said your grace if it was. Yeah. So you're right. It's Eric, which is fucked up. But I think that was a really good scene. Those characters, although we didn't see a lot of them, we saw enough to have this moment.
Well, their
have impact.
devotion to their cause is so interesting because they
Yeah.
literally split themselves up and they were so close to each other, and even willing to kill your brother for another person really shows the passion everyone has for the cause.
Yeah, I liked how they handled that. I knew it. This made most sense for this direction because obviously they weren't. You know, he wasn't going to succeed in killing Rhaenyra, so that couldn't happen. And I mean, part of me thought maybe Daemon was going to come back or so at some point, but that would have made, wouldn't make a lot of sense. And I guess, I mean, it could have, but it would be too just, coincidental, I guess, for him to come back at that moment. But his own brother noticing and then coming back, that made more sense. And
I think a lot of the episode was to show the devotion behind the scenes of people who are being affected by this. Like that's why they put so much emphasis on the townspeople and the ship's people, just to see how they shift.
How everything, how people feel about. Well, I mean that's the marketing too. The whole, which this is actually an interesting thing I want to bring up, and I kind of agree with it. I mean, I hate watching review videos because I feel like they bring up a criticism, and then I'm like, I kind of agree with it, but like at the same time, I wouldn't think about that on my own.
You're also the kind of person that's always in the middle of everything. You never heavily choose one side or another.
But this is actually about that though. I feel like they should have made Aegon likable, like in terms of like last season having him, do what he did. I feel like they should have just not done that. Still make him a goof, make him, don't make him a good person necessarily, but have him be more likable. Maybe as this guy who's just trying to just get by with being king, and you know, he's not great at it, he's not, you know, wonderful at it, but he's still someone you can sympathize with more so. I think there would have been a better like disagreement between the green and black thing, because
I agree, because if you compare him to Joffrey, like everyone hated Joffrey, there was no redeemable qualities, but with a character more like I'm trying to think, Jamie was too likable.
Well, he became that over time, obviously. But I feel like the whole marketing behind Team Black and Green, I don't think there's like, from a story perspective, I do find the High Towers be more interesting. Like
it's very skewed though. I get what you mean.
If I'm gonna watch a show based on some characters, I would rather watch Aegon, Alice, and Otto than I would Rhaenyra, Daemon. To be completely honest, but obviously, I feel like I agree more with the Black side. They make more sense to me, just in terms of everything that's happened. And some of the characters are more likable.
Because the viewer sees everything. We see stuff that the other side doesn't see. So to us, it's very easy to say, well, Rhaenyra deserves a throne.
Yeah, so like in this, I do understand why there's a lot of these characters that are cheering for Aegon, but after what he did to the rat catchers, maybe not as much anymore. But I feel like the whole like back and forth, almost how they advertise, like weird comparison, but like Captain America Civil War, maybe there would have been a better back and forth there if Aegon was more likable. But at the same time, it's not a big deal because I think the story is fantastic. I don't need that.
The only negative that Team Black has, the Targaryens, is Daemon.
Yeah,
and Daemon is likable because of the character. He's charismatic and all that stuff. So even everything that he's done bad, I mean, he tried to he hurt her. I don't remember how, like grabbed her or something.
Oh yeah, he's not a good person.
Yeah, and everyone just like looked right past it because of the relationship and everyone they are. So I feel like I do kind of like them showing like a little bit of negative, even though if it's just one person, but I'm not sure. I'm excited to see how it's going to keep dwelling out. This wasn't a crazy fast-paced episode, but I enjoyed the last episode did that as well.
Even the slow episodes of Game of Thrones universe, I think, are fantastic. I like it's all about the dialogue, and as long as the character and the motivations make sense, like I'm all in for it. And there's not a single moment that I feel like I'm not ingrained in the story.
I agree. So, and I like the viewer being pulled back and forth and kind of almost feeling more integrated with the storyline and the cause.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If you want to see the full uncut reaction, that'll be my Patreon. The link to it will be in the description down below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace out, everyone.